all be over. We're not okay. Shattered glass everywhere. Tears of rage. Waiting for the rain to stop and take my pain away.
Hey D.
Why'd you have to be that mean? Why'd you do me that way? We should know that we won't be any better.
Hey D Squad, how we doing? How we feeling? I hope everybody's feeling well and swell on this fine evening. Y'all, we're back. We're back, and we're back with some Sims. Of course, my Sims is being crazy as soon. Not the Sims though, but you know, the software. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Today, we're going to be doing some more Barbie Legacy prep and things we just need to do for the series so I can record the next episode. So welcome in. How are we feeling? How are we doing? Beautifully Noir, thank you so much for the 62 months on Twitch. That girl Jazz, thank you so much for the 4 months. I appreciate it. Lexi, great. Hello, why can't I speak? Thank you so much for the 9 months. I appreciate it. Okay, so y'all, if you haven't seen a new episode of Willy, it came out last night. You might see my babies in their little outfits. You need to go watch the new episode of Willard. But today we're going to be doing some Barbie stuff. We need to officially come up with our Barbie. Oh my God. We need to come up with our official Barbie Legacy Gen 4. We need to come up with Gen 4 and kind of finalize it so I know what we need to do with Blair, you know? So my question is, should I do a test save? Or should I just go, you know what? Let's just go in Blair's real save file. Yeah, let's do that. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like up the stream. It truly helps the channel. So show your little love and hit that thumbs up on the stream. Yes, we are streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch for maximum vitamin D for the day, you know? Period. But we need to go to Blair's house, and she lives, I forgot she lives in Copperdale. Look, y'all, I was like, why they put us here? I forgot Blair moved into the big house. My Blair bear. Yeah, she's gonna have a baby. She will very soon. She will very soon. So we need to finalize Generation 4 because we talked about switching things up a little bit, and I kind of just need to get it all together, you know? We need to exceed. All right, hold on. Oh, Blair, hold on, girl. We is not supposed to be unpause, my love. Okay. Tina, thank you so much for the 6 months. I appreciate it. I haven't watched this far yet, but I don't want to miss the stream. Oh, you might see some spoilers. Kanui, thank you so much for the Prime on Twitch. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Make sure you link your Twitch with your Discord so you could be in for Subby movie night. And I appreciate the love. Okay, so y'all, last time we played Blair, she moved into this house. We paid a little bit over asking, but not as much as they were asking at first, because y'all, they was tripping for how much they wanted Blair to pay for this space. Like, they was legit tripping. But y'all, look at her beautiful house. I absolutely love this house so much, but I'm such a fan of the back of it. Like, it's so good. We bought our dream home, y'all. I absolutely love this house so much. I love it so stinking much. But look where Blair lives. It's
Pink
so cute.
Emoji, pink heart emoji.
Amar, thank you so much for the 19 months on Twitch. I appreciate it. Y'all look at Bagel. He's so tiny here. He got so much space to like move around and stuff. Like literally so much. Okay, but are you going to fix back up the worlds? No, I'm not. I learned my lesson. I'm going to leave it how it is. I'll add in people like if we need like friends or employees or whatever, I'll do that. But I'm not doing what I did last time because I broke my save. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again. But y'all look at the house. It's so cute. This is what Blair has right now. So if you didn't see the last episode was literally the real estate battle to purchase this house. And we use Simreless real estate mod, which is one of my favorites when doing something like this because it adds so much realistic gameplay. Like not Bagel and blended in the walkway, please. He did. But I got so many responses to change the kitchen to be blue. So y'all, we must change the kitchen to blue now. Everybody was like, yeah, the blue just works. And it does. It works so well. So we're just gonna do blue and we'll do little, like, look what we're able to do if we do blue. We can even add like little blue pots and stuff. How cute. I love it. I love it so much. We could even add blue flowers here, but I do like the little orange that's here already. And we could change this up a little bit if we need to, but there was an overwhelming positive yes, we should change it. I don't know, I just think it works. Okay, cute. You love the blue better? I do too. It's cute. But y'all, we need to do generation 4 because also let's address this here in the chat. So there is proof. There was a comment on the last video that said we just need to let go of the whole Blair should be with Dylan, because clearly Blair has decided and the game has decided she wants to be with Kato. There was a lot of thumbs up on that video, on that comment. It got a lot of likes. I want to know how we feel, YouTube fam and Twitch fam. How are we feeling with just going with Kato? Because Blair likes Kato. And remember, the reason we went on the date in the first place was because Blair wanted to go on the date with Kato. I didn't plan it. I didn't like, oh, Blair, we're going to do this today. It literally was one of her whims, one of her wants was to go on a date with Kato. And it was a really good date. So like, what are we thinking? Are we thinking that we should let Blair be? Because again, I was going with what Blair wanted. I literally was her little thing up here said X out Kato. Like, I love Dylan. I think her and Dylan's life on this like bill will be so cute. Somebody said Dylan Mega said Dylan looks like Neil. I can't do it. Like, I don't know, but I also saw the comments of people saying like, oh, Kato's typical. But like, how is Kato typical? We didn't go with we could have went with the Kato of Bella Eve, but we didn't settle for Bella Eve's Kato, which was probably like Sean or the other guy. We literally dated, you know? And with Barbie, Ken was just perfect for Barbie. Like, Barbie looked around a little bit, but Barbie and Ken was just, Dylan only had one date. Yeah, Dylan and Kato had a date before we decided to let the game decide. And her date with Dylan was okay. It wasn't a bad date. And her date with Kato wasn't a bad date either. But then when I said, I'm down for either guy, and we said we're going to go with the game decided Kato, and so did Blair. Now, if Blair comes up with the one that says wants to go on a date with Dylan, we'll do that. But like, I just want to see where your head's at, because the last thing I want is people to be upset with who I choose, because that's what happened with Bella Eve 2. People were even getting to the point where like, I'm not watching anymore because this is dumb. Like, with Bella Eve, like, people was mad that she went against Neil. Like, basically with the thing that happened with Neil and Barbie, it was like, do we forget it happened or do we address it? You know, we could have chucked it up to, oh, it was a game glitch, or we could have said, this is who he truly is. And because we decided to go with the game, people were upset about that. Oh, also change the island to blue. I think we might end up changing this to white, but I'm gonna leave it right now. He definitely gives friend vibes. I feel like Blair is wild, but she stays with her mother when she saw what her mother went through. I'm sure she wouldn't want someone non-committal long term. That's true. There was so much chemistry. There was so much more chemistry on her date with Kato. It was. Her and Dylan are definitely besties. Girl, bye, you know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. What? What I know that I'm doing. I do love Blair and Dylan together though. I think their little life here will be so cute, but like, I'm going with the game too. Let's do the wheel. I think they mean Kato is a typical bad boy pick personality. I like the dynamic of them together. Kato may want to move to the city. Looks like a city boy. I personally don't like Kato, but the game wants what the game wants. Dylan gives trauma bar. Good lord. If you know D, she is going to play the game and let the game decide. I mean, that's true. She's young and that lust got her right now, but the farm with Dylan makes sense. That's what I do agree with y'all. I do. Like I said, I don't have a favorite, because if I had a favorite, people will call me biased. I don't have a favorite. I do like both guys, because at the end of the day, we made both of these guys and we made them with the intention of them potentially being with Blair. So it don't matter. But if I'm being honest, I would love to see her with Dylan. I would love to see her with Dylan, because I love a good friends to lovers. But every time we're with Dylan with Blair, it literally just gives friend, which is friends to lovers, because you could be friends for a long time. But another thing is, if I had more time in this series, like, you know, we try to keep our generations to around 20 episodes. It's not a strict like stopping point or whatever. But if I had more time, and maybe I would fill out her relationship more with Dylan. But we're already on episode 9, you know, and Blair's clinic is doing quite well. And she needs to start her heir, which is why we're doing this stream, because we need to figure out what our heir is going to do and personality and what those things are. I would love her to be with Dylan. I could so see her and Dylan living on this little lot, and they have their horses and they have all their animals. And I think it would be really, really cute. I really do. I think Dylan fits the house vibes. I think he fits Blair, but you know, if the game decides they're friends, then it is what it is. If it ends up becoming more, we can always divorce Kato. I mean, true.
Emoji, purple heart emoji.
Her and Dylan just makes sense to me. I agree. Have a housewarming party and see who Blair spends more time with. The game is going to game regardless. That is true too. I think if you ask me who fit Blair more right now in this stage of her life, I would definitely say Dylan. But I can't lie, the chemistry with her and Kato is real. So I really am torn. We love Dylan, but does Blair? Right. That's what matters. I think Dylan fits, but Blair wants Kato. Simple. VJ, thank you so much for the 60 months, friend. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we have all of our little things here. I'm not going to take some of this stuff up because we need to do this in the episode. So this next episode is supposed to be Blair furnishing her house a little bit and we are supposed to be having like a housewarming party. And we're gonna, and I think what we'll do in the next episode is honestly bring Blair, Kato, Dylan, and everyone else to play. I'll bring them all here, and we'll see how it goes. I like the idea of seeing who she gravitates to in the party. I like that. Maybe she should date more. She probably should, but we're kind of on these two guys. Now, I did say that if Blair doesn't take a liking to either guy, we would date more. But right now, she really is into Kato, so I don't think we need to. Yeah. That's what I was about to say. She could be with Kato now, and if things don't work out, then Dylan can have his chance. That's true too. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I don't think Blair, after her dad and how he is, I don't think me as a person playing Blair would make her stay with Kato if I knew they weren't gonna be something, because it wouldn't make sense in Blair's sense. I feel like she knows her father and she knows how he is, that if Kato was to ever show tendencies of Neil, we would go. Like, he would leave. I would not even let Blair stay with him. Like, if Blair was married and Kato did some crazy stuff like Neil did, he's leaving. Divorce. And it's gonna be like, hey, Dylan. That's what it'll be. I agree. She should date more and have options, but she's on Kato and I can't hate on sis. Go get your man. I will say in the next generation of Barbie, we will date more. I won't make a guy. I will not make a guy for the next Barbie, because we couldn't find love with Generation 2. Good God. Love couldn't, like, if love was stapled to our face, we wouldn't have found it. Like, we could not find love with Bella Eve. It was just hard. And we gave Blair options because I literally had PTSD from Generation 2. Okay. So I made options for Blair. I did say already though, if Blair did not take a liking to Kato or Dylan, that we was going to continue to shop around. But she kind of she has a relationship with both guys. Okay, look, let's go in here. She has Mateo. We can remove his romance bar because he was from high school. Look, look, she has a little something. This is what, 14 romance with Dylan, and they're pretty much maxed here. A 97 with Kato. Like, might need to use Cupid Corner for future generations. We can. I mean, we're only on Generation 3. Generation 1, Barbie found her kin like immediately. Okay. Generation 2, we could not find a kin to save our life. We ended up with Neil. Look how that went.
Chat.
Simply Beautiful, thank you so much for the 50 months on Twitch. Jazzy Mimi, thank you so much for the 21 on Twitch. And hey, Jtavion. Flip a coin. We need Kato's jeans though. I'm so deep. Now we need Kato's jeans. Like, the thing is, when I made Kato, I had teenage Blair in mind, right? Like, I feel like Kato would be a guy that teenage Blair would have gravitated to. I feel like she would have been boy crazy for Kato. And then I made Dylan thinking like, he's a nice guy. And nice guys deserve chances. I don't feel like a lot of nice guys get good credit. They don't get a lot of credit, but the nice guys deserve love too, without being a second option, without being, so that's why I made Dylan. I had intentions of every single sim I made for the teenage school thing we were supposed to do. I had all intentions. I had really good intentions. And this is just what it is. This is just what it is. So we'll continue to see how it works out and how it goes. And we're going to let the game decide. But I just don't want people to be upset with me personally, because first, girl, it's a game. And two, we're going with the storyline. Storylines don't always follow the plot you want them to,
Hey D-Sim wink D-Sim love.
Kato lost me when I saw them traits and he started yelling at her. He did yell at her. It was the first day she met all of the teens. That was the day Erica tried to talk to her about woohoo. Remember that episode? Erica tried to talk to her about woohoo and it got real awkward. She was like, sis, hello? And then Kato sat down. When they were sitting down at the table, Kato yelled at Blair. A lot of people have been turned off by that. And I get it because, listen, that gave Neil energy. It did. We're just gonna have to let it go. We was giving him the benefit of the doubt, long day or whatever, but a lot of people didn't like that. I just don't want y'all to be mad at me, okay? If Blair decides she wants his toxic love, listen, who are we to say no? This is what sis wants. Now, if he do something stupid, you know? But I think we should, I think at the party that we're gonna have, I think at the party, she should talk to Dylan more. And we should see, you know? I think we should talk to Dylan more, play up on that, and maybe, you know, see what happens. If it works, boom. If it comes down to she ends up liking Dylan and Kato, I will spin a wheel and I will do it where y'all can see everything. I definitely think Dylan is worth the chance too. Dylan did not have memorable moments. He did not. But I do want to still give him a chance. We are not closed off on Kato just yet. I've said that multiple times. I just don't want people to be mad at me, you know? I just don't want that because we're going with the game. If my girl wants a little toxicness, we might have to give her a little toxic. Maybe she need to go through a little heartbreak to get to the heart. I don't know. But why have one when you can have 5? True. I just don't want y'all to be mad at me. Be mad at Blair, you know? Cuss Blair out if you need to in the comments, but just not D, okay? D's actually sensitive, okay? Yeah, don't do me like that. D, we love you. It's your game at the end of the day. No, period, it is. Y'all know at the end of the day, if it's my game, if I'm gonna make a decision, I'm gonna make a decision. But I love having y'all's input. I love having y'all's input because I love when we're all invested in it, you know? Okay. I love when we all have opinions, and we don't always have to have the same opinion either. I just don't like when people's opinions start getting nasty or just mean or just like, oh, I'm not watching no more. I'm not tuning in. This is dumb. D always do this. This is, we're supposed to be having fun. Okay? We're supposed to be having fun. It's supposed to be a good time. We should be calming down. Okay, but let's start Generation 4 for real. Let me pull up all the stuff so we can start. Sims for Barbie Legacy. Legacy challenge. Okay, let me share my other screen. Boom. Oh no, not that. Here we go. Okay, so the next generation is Sea Pearl Barbie. Do I need to make this bigger? Wait. I'll make this bigger. We can all see. To my aunties in the chat. I got y'all. Okay. So Generation 4 says, Sea Pearl Barbie, you grew up surrounded by pets. You know you want to explore even more of the animal kingdom, so you're going underwater. What magical secrets will you discover on your journey? Must live a Solani, complete the beach life aspiration, max the conservationist career, the marine biologist branch, become a mermaid,
Hey,
max the logic and fitness skill, and must have child of the ocean trait.
Fam for 40 months.
Period.
Smiling face with hearts emoji. Embarrassed smiley face
I'm so
emoji.
dead.
I love it here.
Period.
Purple heart emoji.
Miss Bushana,
Purple
thank you
heart
so much for the
emoji.
40
Purple
months.
Heart emoji. Pink heart emoji. White heart
I
emoji.
appreciate it. Thank you so much, friend. So yeah, this is C Pro Barbie, but I don't want to do this. So we're gonna come up with our own generation 4. Dylan is giving, he comes over to help with the farm, maybe even an employee of the vet clinic. I don't think he's that. I think he's, if anything, I think Dylan will be her closest friend she's ever had. That's what Dylan gives, if it doesn't turn into more. I thought we were replacing this one with something else. We are. I don't want to do Sea Pearl Barbie. I want to do Beach Eco Barbie. I don't know what that, if that's even like a real thing, but that's what I want to do. So that's what we're going to come up with today. Basically, we're coming up with this but our own. Okay. But our own. So I hope everybody got their thinking caps on, because girl, we're about to come up with something. So what can I write this on? Okay. So look, we got us a little Google Doc, right? I'm trying to make this manageable. We got a Google Doc. First off, what are we doing? No, please do C Pro Barbie. Me and Occult aren't besties. I just don't. And it's not even like me and Occult aren't besties. There is no system for mermaids. And I know you guys are telling me I can get a mod for mermaids. I just don't want to do it, y'all. I'm just being completely honest. This is the generation I feel like if I do it, I'm going to end up canceling the series. So we're going to change it. And we're going to do generation 4 of Barbie Legacy. But like, what are we calling this? Beach Eco Barbie? Like, what do we call it? Girl, I need to make this bigger so we can see, girl. I need everybody to tune in. Can we make the paper look nice? How do we change the color of the paper? Is there not a background color? I want this to be girly, you know? How you change the paper here? Do I have the format? How do you Google Doc? You can't in docs? Ugh, that's ugly. Okay, if anything, let's do a custom color. Girl, move over here. Okay, that's cute. Okay, and then that's the color. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Okay, and then let's do this. Let's do another custom color. Okay, there we go. Generation 4 of Barbie Legacy. Now, what are we calling it? I don't know. Ew, this is ugly. Maybe make this darker. Ew, I don't like this color. Okay, generation 4. Oh, this y'all, it's not working. Okay, generation 4, Marine Barbie, Eco Nautical Barbie. Ooh. Beach Resort Barbie, Beach Life Barbie, Hot Girl Summer, Ocean Eco. Ooh. Will generation 4 still be mermaid? No. Eco Belle, Eco Beach. Take a rundown resort and turn it into something extravagant. Oh yeah, you know what we should do first? We should come up with the bullet points of things I want to do in this. So I want to do Eco Life, and I want that to be like, I want living off the grid. So let's put living off the grid. That's what we want. And I want to like generate, oh, can I not spell? Generate water and electricity. Oh, I can't spell. Y'all stop looking. Okay, those are the two things I want to do. I also want the latrate, or the lot challenge of living off the grid. Or I put that up here already. Okay, so lot challenge. Living off the grid. My mic is cutting out. Is it? Is my mic cutting out? Is it? No? Not on Twitch? Yes, your mic is cutting out. Okay, YouTube is saying my mic is cutting out. Your sound keeps skipping. How is that a thing? Okay, so it sounds like it's only on YouTube. Yeah, that's weird. Twitch is saying we're good. And I hear all of my mic, like I hear everything I put into my mic and I don't hear anything clicking. And there's nothing on the audio thingy. Every couple of words it cuts out. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe we should try refreshing. I would say maybe try refreshing. There's no audio issue. Okay, maybe it's a person thing. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. If it messes up, we'll try something else. I just went on YouTube. You're fine. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to it. So I do want her to live on a beach. So live on a beach lot. You're good on YouTube and Twitch. Okay, so maybe it was just like a little mess. Okay, I got you. So what else do we add to this? Someone asked the big question of what is the end goal for the generation? Law challenge. So we're gonna live off the grid, generate our own water and electricity, and live on a beach lot. What if she creates and runs a resort in Solani? That could be so cool. Could still be a bit off the grid with a rewarding outcome, and it could be eco-friendly. Boho Beach Barbie. Castaway Barbie. Are we resetting the money or are they going to be rich? That's everything. We're going to decide on everything today. If we're going to decide if this generation takes money from previous generations, are they going to leave it all behind? Are they going to, you know, we're pretty much deciding all of those things today. So you know what I think we should do? Maybe we should go into cast real quick so we can look at some stuff. Oh, well, first let's go into here. You should do simple living. So yeah, this Barbie was supposed to do, it was supposed to be like an eco-conscious Barbie. We're gonna live off the land. We were going to generate our own water and power. They were gonna can. Simple living was gonna be something that stayed on for the entire generation. I wanted her to make everything, all that kind of stuff, like an eco rags to riches. It doesn't have to be rags to riches. We're deciding all those things now. Okay, hold on. Where is not simple living? Where is living off the land? Where is it? Is it called off the grid? What is it called? Did I pass it? Oh, off the grid. This lot is not connected to the utility grid. And most objects that use power or water will not function as expected. Can your sim survive without the comforts of plumbing and electricity? Natural living does have its advantages, such as no utility bills. Maybe she opens up a canning business. That would be so cute. Maybe this Barbie adopts children instead of having one. That could be cute too. I don't think this generation would take a lot of money. I don't either. I kind of want it to be like, you know, you grew up around animals and you started to appreciate the little things in life. And then maybe they decide to be self-sufficient. Every generation will take the keepsake box. But the keepsake box, you don't have to, like, you don't technically use anything from the keepsake box unless it's intended to use. It's more as though each generation has something to put in there to represent the generation. Like if Bella Eve wants to, we can go back and Bella Eve can put 2 money tree seeds in the box. Whereas, so future generations will be able to take at least one of those seeds and grow it. You know, it's basically right now the memento of it all. But we can, someone did suggest that Bella Eve should put more money seeds in the box so future generations can take it. But then you ask yourself, do you want every generation to have money? But also money trees don't give all that money. You have to really work for a money tree to be productive. You know what I mean? So like what I was thinking was before Bella Eve, you know, sorry, I didn't want to think about it. But before Bella Eve does that, she could put more in there. She has plenty to spare. This reminds me of Jazz and Enhance the Ranch or Derek Fish Shop, starting with a rundown little plot to build it up. We could do that too. We could build something and that generation will be responsible for kind of like revitalizing it, like Enhance the Ranch. How we did, we made a broke down house and Jasmine completely revamped it. So we could do that, but in a beach world. Canteen sew in The Sims 4. I'm not sure. All starter furniture should come from the fabrication machine. Yeah, you know what else I wanted to look into? I want to look into the new restoration bench that we got from the kit. Because isn't there new stuff? Or I think the new event that's coming out, there's going to be new woodworking stuff. Isn't that the thing that came on that little thing? We have not had Bella Eve set up a wheel yet. We have not. Hear me out on her style. She has the earthy black girl aesthetic, the golden waist piece, pearls and seashells, and locks. Okay. Where's her mom? She's not concerned with money, but I think she would want her kid to have emergency funds at least. Very true. Very, very true. Maybe if she starts beachcombing, she could set up businesses where she sells seashells by the seashore, period. There's a lot of things we can do. There is a lot of things we could do. I think a cute beach hotel and restoring everything living off the grid. My whole thing with the hotel though is that we don't have anything that's gonna make the hotel function correctly. Like if for rent worked correctly, I would do a beach hotel or beach resort or, you know, but yeah, that doesn't work. Let's look up the new bench thing. I want to see if there's anything new. We probably should have went into a test save now that I think about it. We still have time to go into a test save. Maybe it's this one. Maybe Blair can open an account. Yeah, that's what Bella Eve did for Blair. We opened up her account and then when she got older, we gave her access to it. So we definitely could do that. Where is the new bench? Is this it? It's still a woodworking table, so it's nothing new. Hi, babe. How are you? How was work?
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Are you hot?
But
It's so hot outside.
that whole side of the house.
Did
even
you
in
see the
garage.
plant?
I literally just came over.
Oh, he just came upstairs.
Hi, chat. How y'all doing?
Thank you. Did you like the new Love Island episode? Girl, yeah, I can't wait till 9 p.m. tonight. Yeah, I have to bring my little fan in here because it's like really hot.
I know. Almost my birthday.
I know Nathaniel's birthday's on Monday, y'all.
Don't you say it.
What?
Don't you say it.
Say what?
What you always say.
Y'all. It's like, no. I'm so dead. First time catching me live? Welcome. Yeah, for rent causes save corruption. It sure does, girl. Oh yeah, the Wicked 2 trailer dropped. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it.
I don't think it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there was a birthday tweet. Tell your son
Eerie.
happy birthday on behalf of me.
So let's check this out. Is there any new stuff we can make from here? No, it looks like your typical woodcrafting, but I think with the new event that's coming out, I think they're gonna be adding more recipes to woodcrafting. Love you too, babe. You can turn the air on. Okay. I know. That's why I asked. I think we're getting new furniture for woodcrafting in the event that's coming up. D, how was your crawfish boil okay? How was your crawfish boil for Memorial Day? It was so good. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till the next one. It was so good. And we just made crabs last weekend. So good. Yeah, it's like 80. It's like mid 80s today. It's pretty hot. I was outside on my little patio garden and girl was out there for like 5 minutes. It's so hot. So hot. Lot 51 does have a hotel mod if you do the hotel thing. I have never played with that mod. Has anyone played with the hotel mod? I'm gonna write the hotel thing as an option because I keep seeing like a beach resort. That will give me straight up Sims 3 vibes. We could either do a beach resort or we could say like restoring a beach resort, or we could say just restoring a beach shack. Because I think the most successful thing we can do in this generation is survive living off the grid. Because I don't know if y'all have ever played off the grid, but it is hard. It is so freaking hard. And like, I think the main goal of Generation 4 would be having a family and a lot that you're just completely sustainable. Like you're growing your own food, you're cooking your own meals. You know, we can even say like she just doesn't do modern electricity. Maybe they don't have like a computer, or you know, they still hand wash their clothes and use clotheslines. Like we could just say that this, because of how they grew up surrounded by animals, they decided to, you know, embrace the little things in life and they want to completely live off the land. I don't know if teens can. I'm pretty sure they can sew in Sims 4. Pretty sure. Living off the grid would be extremely difficult. So I think if we use this setup that we have here on the screen, I think the most like rewarding thing, or like the big thing to complete, would literally be having a family and living off the grid. that entire lifestyle would be an amazing accomplishment. I agree. It will be insane. It works pretty good for hotels. I used it for your Palm Beach build. Oh, nice. Okay. The hotel is an option. We would definitely have to do a playtesting stream because I've never played with the hotel mod. It would be challenging, but I would be down for it. I would so be down for it because I could just see like honestly like beach shack with gardenings and wind turbines and like growing everything. Gen 4 should be Castaway vibes. When you say Castaway, do you think we should just start on an empty lot, or do you think there should be like some remnants of a beach shack that we restore? I think there are things we could fix. Like I think she could do collectibles. If I go over here to the Simology panel, how do you see collectibles? So I don't know if we'll be able to do all of the fish. There's only 22 fish. That's not bad. Like we could say they need to complete one of these things, you know, a collectible or whatever. She should host at least one beach cleanup or eco awareness event on the lot. Okay. Beach shack. They're saying if we do Castaway, it would be a beach shack. Can her best friend be a mermaid? I'm down with her best friend being a mermaid, just not us. We could do the seashell collection. Message in a bottle. Oh, those are in Tartosa. Touch me. Not touch grass weekly. Please. We could do this. Let's go into a test save. Let's go into a test save and see what we can do. What is Gen 5's challenges? So Gen 5 is gymnastic Barbie. Your mother had an utmost supernatural level of fitness at sea, so now you're inspired to master fitness on land. You're determined to reach your full potential in physical performance and become a world-class champion. I thought about changing this one too because there is like a gymnastics mod. I just looked at this as fitness Barbie, not necessarily gymnastics. There's like a ballet mod we could use where she can basically become like a ballet dancer or something. But if we need to, we can change Generation 5 too. I do want to keep Generation 6 though. First time seeing you live and have been watching you for 3 years. Love your videos. Thank you. It sort of gives Ariel just on land. She could sell seashells by the seashore. Ballet Barbie is iconic. If not gymnastics, then Michaela Phelps Barbie. Look, we can find something. There are a lot of fitness mods. Like, I just know that there is a ballet one that we can use where they can be a ballet dancer and do this whole thing. Honestly, Generation 5 seems a little lackluster, so definitely I had already thought about doing something different here. But yeah. If not gymnastics, then Michaela Phelps, since she grew up around water. Look, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Let's do the test build. Save. What about Dr. Barbie? There is, I believe, a Dr. Barbie. If there isn't, I know we can replace it, because I thought about doing that, because the childbirth mod now has the active nursing career where you can basically deliver babies and stuff. So we have Generation 6 is bestseller Barbie, and then we have movie star Barbie, and we have rock star Barbie, which is pretty similar. So I don't know if we were gonna do both of those. We can look into that. And then we have Barbie for president, but we don't do politics on my channel, so we're definitely changing that. And then Barbie in space sounds boring, so I never planned on doing that. So I said we was either going to do rock star Barbie or movie star Barbie, one or the other. We weren't going to do both because they're very, very similar. But I did think about, we talked about, I think we said Grey's Anatomy Barbie. But we have options. We most definitely have options. Yeah, bestseller Barbie, I'm super excited about, because I love me a good authors series. It's super cute and laid back, and I like that. And then movie star or rock star, you know, we can pick one. And we don't do politics, so that is a free for all. We can even choose this to be, you know, Dr. Barbie or Grey's Anatomy Barbie or whatever. That can be Generation 9. And then Generation 10, we can come up with something else as well. They do have optional ones. Secret Asian Barbie. Countryside Barbie, I thought about. That's pretty kind of similar to what we probably are going to be doing. But this one has like a horse and all those kind of things. Army General Barbie, Scientist Barbie, and then Ultimate Barbie. They have optional ones. For sure. Miss Ruffin, thank you so much for the 40 months on Twitch.
Hey D.
Save
Hey,
Rockstar
chat.
Barbie for the EP coming. We don't know, girl. We don't know. I love the acting nursing career coming from a nurse in real life. Ooh, that could be fun. Nurse Barbie. I would love Nurse Barbie, girl. That sounds cool. I'm for it. Have we done acting in any LPs? We have not done acting. Well, no, didn't we recently do acting? The last time I actively remember doing acting was with Single Mother. Like when Kendra was a movie star. But I recently feel like we was doing it, but it wasn't like the main thing. Who was acting, y'all? It was recent. Oh, wasn't it Kenny? It was Kenny from Barbie. It was Barbie. He wanted to change his job. He became an actor. Then he changed to a comedian or something. Yeah, it was Kenny. He did acting for a little while. Yeah. Someone also suggested that we do an interior decorating Barbie. I haven't played with the interior decorating since Dream Home Decorator came out. And I know it's gotten a lot of work done to it, like patched since then. The only thing that made Dream Home Decorator a little unenjoyable for me was the we use CC and everything. So of course, none of the CC was labeled for certain styles and things like that. I love the system though. Absolutely love the system. I do love Teacher Barbie. If we can find an active teacher, even if it's a professor, I'm down for it. Y'all just know for me, it just has to be active. Fashion photographer Barbie with the Moschino pack, or art Barbie. She owns a sip and paint. Can be cute. We have options. Okay, wait. I think we're getting sidetracked though. Let's get back to this. Are we doing... I need to go to Solani because I need to see what we would do. I want more... Do we want more water or do we want more sand? Chin stroke. This is a 30 by 30. Let's bring Blair here. Let's see. Babysitter Barbie. She could run a daycare. Oh, goodness. Model Barbie. More sand. So let's look at this lot. So 30 by 30. She can have active volcanoes. Oh goodness. Maybe too much, but how about this generation? This predator Solani, and it's gonna take a very long time to fill in. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Like basically rebuild Solani. Okay, this is the land. Oh, I need to see it bulldoze. Sorry, please. Don't mean to bulldoze you, but we kind of need to see up in here. All right, let's bulldoze this. Okay, so we have some beach land. I mean, honestly, I don't think it matters. Also, I recently saw someone, I think it was yesterday, somebody made a sand override for Solani so it's not so yellow. Girl, I can't wait to download. Oh, it basically made it white sand like Tartosa. I cannot wait. I cannot wait, girl. Yeah, Solani is so freaking pretty. So yeah, this could be a good beach lot. We could say like, we can make a shack here. This is a nice size lot, little 30 by 30. And then have like a little beach shack or something like that on the water. And then you can have a whole bunch of stuff. We can even go look on Pinterest if we need to. Let's see. Like, look how cute. And like, y'all, what if we did a tiny house? Like a tiny beach house? Like, girl, this could be so cute. Even if we had something like this, you know? How cute is that? Like, girl. The plants can go on the sand, or we could just have raised garden beds. You know, we could just have an area. Like, even if we did something like this, like how this little deck is, and then we put garden boxes here, we could do that. I really want to see Gangsta Barbie. Period. They got water bungalows, coastal beach houses, island house, tropical. Like, girl, it gets crazy. But we need eco. I think we're missing living off the land beach. Beach shack. Let's see. I need to see some, where's the plants and windmills and stuff. Start your own Barbie game. Oh, they're so pretty. Like, y'all, I just love this. We could run something. Nah, see, I think the good thing about this eco thing is we don't have to run any. I would love not to run anything in this generation, because last generation it was business Barbie, so we had businesses, and then this one we're running the vet clinic. I want a break generation where we're not running anything. So that's why I said surviving living off the land will be very hard. I think we should maybe try to do rags to riches. I need to see like the self-sufficiency, you know? Rolling Whitney, thank you so much for the 31 months on Twitch. I appreciate it. Self-sufficient beach home. Is that what we should look up? Self-sufficient beach home. They all look the same. Nothing's changing. Coastal vibes for Gen 4 with the beach shack. Do like a cute island shack with a lot of plants and very colorful. I just love the idea of like living in a cute, like tiny home and just raising I think if we can successfully do that, y'all, that's like beating The Sims 4. I think surviving with a family, I think surviving living off the grid with the family is beating The Sims 4. You know how like Minecraft is like beating the Ender Dragon, like Stardew is like doing perfection or completing the community center. Literally beating The Sims 4 is surviving living off the grid. I think we should do that. So I think one of the things we can add on our little list for fun, where'd it go? Something we could add on the list for fun would be maybe completing the seashell. The seashell collection. It's not honestly needed. And we can still say she must have the child of the ocean trait. So we can still say those things. What about a camper on the beach? We can even do a camper. Remember what you call them and then moved into that beach camper? Like, think about it. If we had something like we did a nice little house this size, like, girl, that's a tiny home. A tiny home. Let's see. Look, that's a tier 3 tiny home right there. And if we had levels, girl, that's the max. But you know, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Imagine like maybe one of the things is she only can live in a tiny home, tiny house only. I like that. So a tiny house only, and it has to be a beach lot. Living off the grid. And we want simple living. I wonder, can we add in the preserving to be a thing? Like, look at the size house she can get for a tier 3 tiny home. Look, tier 3, light and low, feeling fine all the time. But like, imagine if we did get to tier 1. Look at all these perks we get. Tiny house only would be amazing. So it's 64. Where's the other one? 32. Okay, that may be too much of a tiny house. Look at that. Look at that. That's a tier 1 tiny home right there. Tier 1 until she has kids and stuff. At least 4 kids. Dang, y'all want to add that on there too? They must fight to be the next heir. Who will take the throne? Making a children requirement is crazy because you know there was a children requirement for Barbie Gen 1. Tier 2 is my sweet spot. But like, look on this lot. Even if we put this lot in the water, like, look how much space is on this land to do other things. Do these count as tiles? I wonder. Oh, they do. Because I was saying we can even have like, you know, like a floating greenhouse or something. A child requirement will be fun. 4 kids in that tiny home. Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe 3 or we could say 2. I think you could definitely get a family of 4 in a tiny home for sure. But like, think about it. Like look at that house. Babies all over the beach. Minimum of 2. Oh, a child requirement is crazy, y'all. Baby's gonna be sleeping in the sand. Can she have dedicated fish to her area to sell and eat? Yeah. Love the floating greenhouse idea. With sustainable, I don't think you can have that much kids. No, you can. I think she could. Can y'all get off the water? Cause like, when do you start waiting? Oh look, he's stuck. Oh Lord. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Cause you losing it. Okay. Sir. Reset. Okay, he good. Okay, there you go. When does it make you start wading in the water? Because okay, see, look, it says wade here. So if I had Blair, this is old Blair. They got birds over here. I think at a certain point it makes you start wading. Look at the fish. Okay, swim here. So pretty much into her lot, she would this is a water lot. Most definitely is a water lot. Yeah, so about right here on the lot is where she starts having to swim. Okay. Peanut redeemed a knock joke. Ooh, it's only one knock joke coming to mind, and I know it ain't gonna be good. Will you play with a male heir? Yeah, I don't see anything against it. I just want to play my girls. I want to play my girls, my Barbies. These my Barbie dolls. Say it. Okay, so knock knock. Who there? These. These who? These nuts. Oh God, y'all. I say these nuts about 12 times a day. Alicia Marie, thank you so much for the prime. Y'all, I say that about 12. Lee Daniel hates it. I say it so much. Thank you so much for the prime. Make sure you link your Twitch or your Discord so you can be in for Subby movie night. Okay, y'all. Are we officially putting a limit on this? So we honestly need to highlight the ones that we're gonna do. Oh girl, I can't see that. No. Wrong thing. Okay. No, I did this wrong. These. Do we want to do blue? So tiny house only. Live on a beach lot. Okay. General. So we want these three for sure. I think that's a lot. And then should we also add, I won't add traits because I feel like this is already a lot. Should we do a child limit? Or how do we add in the canning thing? How do we add in like growing and eating their own food? Now wears mostly bikinis. She about to die of hunger. Oh girl, this a test save. Okay, Blair, come on out. How do we add in the canning part? I'm gonna take her back to her house. That's simple living. I know, but do we want to say like this Barbie has to be a canner? Because that's what I wanted. She can fish for her own food. Well, yeah, with simple living, she's either going to have to buy it or she's going to have to. She's going to have to catch it. You must grow your own food. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, so if I had her go here and I said canning, where is canning? Am I tripping? Do y'all see canning on the fridge? It's not here. Maybe we need a different fridge. That fridge was $24K. Maybe she can open a farmer's market on her lot. That could work, honestly. Should we do a farmer's market? Make that part of the challenge? So I think, honestly, we have enough room for something else. We either have enough room for a farmer's market or a child limit. Like, because we can grow all this stuff. I really wish we can make our own sugar. Because then she can make all of these canning things. Farmer's market. You know what else I love? She can do this. Like, she can make her own. They have canning in this mod too. So if you don't know, this is the Granny's Cookbook mod by Little Bobub. So look at all these other things that she could do. And little Boba adds stuff to this so much. Farmer's market on her lot. Like, look to all these different soups and stuff, salsa. And she can make all of these things. She can even make her own bread. Yeah, let me cheat up this Blair's cooking skill. Now let's look at all the stuff she can do now. So in this is the, if you're looking for this is called the homemade helper. This is from Little Boba as well. So this is the granny cookbook, which is all the recipes, and then she has it's either homestead helper or homemade helper. But basically she can make all of these ingredients. So there's different frostings for cakes, things like cream cheese, and she can do fish, dough, meat, like everything you can make in the mixers. You can make, like, you can make it yourself. Basically, you can chop things up. So you know how in the game they have prepared vegetables. You can do that here, but if I was to tell Blair to go and do this right now, she would just chop up her she would chop it up instead of having a mixer. So it basically makes it so you don't need a mixer. You can do more things, like, because of course with us a mixer would be electricity. So this is so Blair can, you know, not use that much electricity. With the update to Granny's cookbook, you can now make sugar and flour. Really? How? I have the update Granny's cookbook. Girl, where did I say? What part of did she teach me? How many food mods do you have? Huh? Well, I will say right now, I do use mostly Granny's cookbook, but I do have some stuff from SNS, which is Sonic and Serverinka. I do use some things from Ice Mun Mun, who also makes custom foods. And I use stuff by Insomnia, who makes, like, you know, food as well. But it's more like Chipotle's and Popeyes and things like that. Want to go over to her house and hang out? Not right now, Mom. I miss you. Hi, Tasha. I heard you were there last night and I was asleep. I'm going to be there tonight. I thought Lil Boba made sugar and flour. How? I miss you too, friend. Okay, look. So she made the prepped vegetables and she can pick up all the servings. So if I tell her to pick all the servings up, we could just put that in the fridge, and whatever she needed prepped veggies for, that's it. So look, she has 4 servings of prepped veggies now. I know I heard I missed it. You can use Little Bubba Medieval Cookbook for Off the Grid. Oh yeah, I did see the Medieval Cookbook, but I never knew if I needed it. Well, probably now. How do you make sugar though? Where y'all see that at? Am I missing it? Is it in here? No. Prepped veggie. See, 2 of 2. It's called Homemade Ingredients Collection. Wow, I missed that. Looks like it might use this apples. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Let me look it up. It's called homemade, what'd you say? Homemade ingredient collection. For the sugar? Yeah, I don't see the collection. With the updated grant. Yeah, I don't see that one. But I do see the Home Chef Hustle update one. I know there's a whole bunch of cheese ones. I don't see the sugar thing. You can make sugar, flour, and cheese. Where? Oh, you need their foraging mod. Oh, okay. Medieval cookbook. Hold on, let me look at the medieval cookbook. Oh, hold on. I'm just checking because I'm curious. It says uses foraged nuts, so you may look for their foraging mod. Hunting and foraging mod. Hold on. You may not need the medieval cookbook. Hold on. Let me see. I am a patron to Little Boba. I'm just looking real quick. I have to look through this. It's a lot. I have to look through it. But yeah, anyway. How do we put this in there? Because one thing I do love from Simple Living was the whole canning thing. So how do we put this into the series? Ooh, I love naan. So good. So we have different bread recipes, and there's even more canning things we can do. How do you make vegetable stock? Oh, this. Butter and herbs. Yeah, see, I want to do this. Are you going to need a goat again for butter and milk? They have beach goats. Aren't they a thing? They have a beach goat somewhere. Simply SB, thank you so much for the 7 months on Twitch. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like that stream. It really helps the channel, and I would truly appreciate it. There's a lot of us in here. Hey, us. Yeah, chickens and pigs. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you're saying that there's beach animals like that. Yeah, I know there's beach chickens. Y'all, this could be really fun. So maybe we should add on the list that we should have a maybe we could do like a farmer's market. A farmer's market stall on your property. And maybe you open it once a week. What do we think? Do we like once a week? Or we could say like open every Sunday. Which means during the week, we can create more things to sell. So let's take away these because we don't want those. Do we like this? So if we're living off the grid, and we don't have to write this down because that's the weekends. Okay, open every weekend. So we'll just say weekend. Okay, so if this was what we want, we can remove this, right? Now, what is our little... Okay, so you know how they have this, like, this little piece of information right here? We need to write that up, like the description of the generation. So we definitely want to say, like, you were raised surrounded by animals. You know that's true. I don't know. What should we say? Come on, D Squad. We got our way with words. You were raised surrounded by animals. I want to say something like you were raised surrounded by animals, and that made you like embrace the little things in life. Or like, how do we turn it into you were raised surrounded by animals in this big house, and now you want to move to a beach with nothing? Like, how do we get there? Growing up surrounded by animals could have given the heir profound respect for all living things, not just pets, but wildlife and ecosystems as a whole. As she matures, this respect might turn into wanting to live in harmony with nature, not just caring for it in a clinical sense, Blair did. She might see her wealth as unearned, and even though she has still access to money, she might feel a bit guilty and disconnected about it, pushing her to live off the land. I've had this saved for weeks. That is perfect. Okay, let me get into my writer mode. Y'all get the typing. Like, everybody crack your knuckles if you have to. It's time to type. We must write, chat. Okay, so I like that. So you were raised surrounded by animals, which has made you embrace more than just pets, but all living things, including the environment. Should we say that? Is that a run-on sentence? You was raised surrounded by animals, which made you embrace all living things. Which made you embrace more than just pets, but all living things. Which made you embrace not just pets, but all living things. Is that it? Nana Monique, you did that. Like, you come on, serve, feed us. You were raised surrounded by animals, which made you embrace not just pets, but all living things. Your ecosystem. Do we say that? That feels it's I feel like I worded it weird. You were raised surrounded by animals, which made you embrace not just pets, but all living things. Money was certainly not a concern for you growing up, but somehow you feel as though you've not earned it. Huh? That makes sense? You're raised surrounded by animals, which made you embrace not just pets, but all living things. Money was certainly not a... What did I just say? Dang it! I hate when I do that. I feel like I'm in college again writing papers. Money was certainly not... How do I say that? But then she wouldn't have something But wouldn't she have to do something unrelated? Which made you embrace and appreciate not just pets, but all living things. Which made you embrace and appreciate not just pets, comma, but all living things. Money was certainly not a concern. Maybe because these animals you decided to give back to the earth. Money was no object. But a part of you feel as though it was never earned. Money was not an object. But some part of you feels as though it was not earned. Money was always available, but some part of you feel as though it was not earned. So should we change it to money was not available? Ooh, I do like that. Raised surrounded by animals made you embrace not only pets, but all living things, including, I want to say ecosystems, including nature. This makes you want to go and live off the land with your animals and plants. Go to file, page setup, page color. Oh, thank you. You were raised surrounded by animals, which made you embrace and appreciate not just pets, but all living things. Raised surrounded by animals made you embrace not only pets, but all living things, including ecosystem, including, I don't want to say nature. I don't know why I don't want to say nature, but I do like ecosystems. Where is ChatGPT? Some part of you feel as though it was somehow a burden at times. Oh, that's nice. Maybe not a burden, but maybe something along the lines of not a burden, but even though you had money, you still feel like you were missing the value of things. How do we say that? Look up synonyms for burden. Environment instead of nature, but some part of you felt as though it was somehow a burden at times. Environment instead of nature. Okay, so should we change this to raised surrounded by animals made you embrace not only pets, but all living things, including the environment? Is that a good segue? Let's do that one. That sounds a little bit better. Raised surrounded by animals made you embrace not only pets, comma, but all living things, including the environment. Money was not an object, but some part of you felt as though raised surrounded by animals made you embrace not only pets, but all living things, including the environment. Okay, what do we say next? What do we say next? I never thought you could change the page color. Whoever gave us that deserves an award. Period. Can we say pet friendly environment instead of surrounded by animals? A pet friendly environment made you embrace not only pets, but all living things, including the environment. Surrounded by animals, you embrace not only pet. Embrace surrounded by animals. You've embraced. Is that you've embraced not only pets but all living things, including the environment? Okay. What's the next part? The next part is the money. Money was not an object, but it made you realize that there are things even money can't buy. Okay. I like that. The generations before you worked hard, so now you can share your wealth too. I like that too. Hold on. I like these things. Hold on. Money was never an issue, but some part of you always felt like it wasn't earned. So you set off to an empty lot with nothing but the clothes on your back and a desire to do it on your own. That's a nice one too. That's a nice one too. I like paying homage to the people who built this though. I like saying the people before you've worked so hard for the money, but you feel as though you haven't earned it. Because I'm not gonna hold you, Bella Eve worked for that money and sacrificed a lot for that money. And Blair is doing her big one with the vet clinic too. So I do like that it's kind of paying homage to, yeah, y'all worked for that money, but I haven't. You know, the generations before you have worked hard. So money, you know, so you have money, but somehow you feel as though it has not been earned. Wanting to prove yourself with your new passion for giving back to the environment and wanting to prove yourself, you move to an empty lot and decide to take it all on your own. She beating all the baby allegations. Okay. You decided to leave behind the money and material things you've always known to dedicate your life to giving back to the environment and the ecosystem. I like that too. I like that too. D, write that down. Wait, which one? Okay, wait. Hold on. Y'all, I feel like I am back in college spitting out ideas and not knowing what to write down. Okay, raised surrounded by animals, you've embraced not only pets, but all living things, including the environment. And then we said the generations before you, hold on. Generations before you have worked hard. So money is no object, but somehow you feel as though it's never been earned. Do we like that sentence? Hi, babe.
What's this? You talking? I'm about to tell you.
What?
I'm about to tell you.
What? That I needed your help with this? With this?
I said with this you should complete it.
Oh no, I was talking about with this. Well, yeah, because I'm looking at something here. Hold on, y'all. I can't see. Give me a second.
She had to get her spectacles white.
No, stop. Thank you, baby. Okay. So, oh goodness, that's worse. Oh, hold on, chat. I gotta clean my glass. I can't see. No, that was worse when you wiped. No, I didn't. Okay, hold on. Let me think out loud. Y'all, whatever I say that you like, put it in the chat. Okay, I'm about to think out loud. So, raised, surrounded by animals, you've embraced not only, I can't see my screen right now, but not only the love for pets, but for all living things, including the environment. Generations before you have worked hard, so money was never a concern, but somehow you feel as though it has not been earned. With this new found love for the environment and wanting to earn your place, you decide to move to the beach. Why would we say the beach? We could say the beach. We decide to move to the beach. And prove it to yourself. But you feel there's more to life than just money. I like the, I just want to, the next line definitely needs to say, generations before you have worked hard, so money was never a concern. I want to say that for sure. Generations before you have worked hard, so money was never a concern. But somehow you feel as though it has never been earned. Jazz hand, thank you so much for the raid. I just feel like that's complicated because Blair never cared for the money either. But I definitely want to say that the generations before you have worked hard. I mean, but that's not saying that. Yeah, I don't think the earn part should go there. Raised surrounded by animals, you've embraced not only pets, but all living things, including the environment. Generations before you have worked hard, so money has never been a concern. Money was never a concern. So if I'm not saying anything about earning the money, then there's no point in me saying this. But you feel like there's more to life than just money. Wanting to give back and to prove money was never a concern. You feel like there is more to life than just money. Wanting to give back to the environment, you decide to move how do we say they decided to how do you say wanting to give back to the environment, you decide to move to the beach and start from scratch? Okay. The generations before you have worked hard for the money they've earned, but you know there's more to life than just money. So you took the land and moved to the beachfront and moved to a beachfront oasis. Moved to Solani. You decide to move to Solani and start from scratch. Proud of her kinships and they're determined to make a mark on the world, improving the community. She wanted to work a non-corporate job, so she used her trust fund from her parents to move to Solani and start over. But wealthy lifestyles a wealthy lifestyle has left you feeling disconnected from the world. I like that. Nothing. I'm just need to just think for me. Thank you. Generations before you have worked hard, so money was never a concern. But a wealthy lifestyle has left you feeling disconnected from the world. Wanting to give back, you move to Solani and decide to start from scratch. That's it. That's what we need. Hold on. Let's move this down. But a wealthy... Why can't I spell? Did I spell that right? Wealthy lifestyle has left you feeling... Wait, where'd it go? Has left you feeling disconnected from the environment. Let's say environment. Okay, girl, move. Wanting to give back. You decide to use... Do we still decide to use our trust fund to purchase? Do we say that? Your mother gave back to the animals, so you want to give back to the environment they live in. You can always use that trust fund. Barbie ain't work hard for that's true. Wanting to give back, you decide to use your trust fund. Move to Solani and start over from scratch. Do we do that? I do like that line. I do like the line of your mother gave back to the animals, so you want to give back to the environment they live in. Embrace surrounded by animals. You've embraced not only pets, but all living things, including the environment.
Hey,
Generations before you have worked hard, so money was never a concern. Paris, thank you so much for the 37 months on Twitch. I appreciate it. But a wealthy lifestyle has left you feeling disconnected from the environment, wanting to give back. You decide to use your trust fund to move to Solani and start over from scratch. What are we thinking? Do we like this? My mother strived to be great for the animals, and I strive to be great for the environment to share with them. Do we like this prompt? If this is the prompt, do we like this? If we don't change anything, do we like this? Raised surrounded by animals, you've embraced not only pets, but all living things, including the environment. Generations before you have worked hard, so money was never a concern. But a wealthy lifestyle has left you feeling disconnected from the environment. Wanting to give back, you decide to use your trust fund to move to Solani and start over from scratch. You should remove generations and put what? What else will we put? Use the trust fund to move and donate the rest to charity. Proud of your kinship, hard work, and wealth. Huh? Where do I put that? So, is there a certain trait we'll give this generation? Let me see. Let's go into cast real quick. Proud of your kinship's hard work and wealth. For each generation, you could give them a set of amount to start with from Bella Eve's wealth. True. Okay, is there any generation sounds simpler? It does. Maybe Green Fiend or Recycle Disciple. That one. Let me see. I'm trying to think of one that's not custom. So what is Recycle Disciple? These Sims are rabid recyclers that benefit from recycling and rummaging for bits and pieces. They should go too long without indulging in their hobby. What was the other one? Green. Wait, Child of the Ocean. No, because they don't like fishing. Green Fiend. Happiest when living on a green street and will continuously work towards making their environment more eco-friendly. Okay, let's do this one. We should do this one. Must have the Green Fiend trait. You could say and live off the land instead of start over from scratch. Okay, yeah, we'll change it to live off the land. I do like that. Green Fiend. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. You decide to use your trust fund to move to Solani and live off the land. Okay. And then we'll say we'll start little bullet things. And must have the Green Fiend trait. They must have the off the grid and simple living. Lot trait. I'll just say trait. What was the other ones? Oh wait, I probably shouldn't have deleted them now that I think about it. Cause girl, I don't know what they were. Alright, must have the Green Fiend trait. Must have simple living and off the grid. Lot trait. Oh yeah, should we max any skills? Maybe gardening. Should we say max the gardening trait? Probably gardening and cooking, because that's what she's gonna have to do. The fabrication skill. We could use fabrication skill. Gardening and fishing. The gardening and fishing skill. Since we already had cooking, so that makes sense. I don't think children of the islands like to fish. Yeah, they don't. That's why I'm not choosing it. I would choose like children of the ocean, all that kind of stuff, but they don't like to fish. You need electricity for fabrication. Herbalism. I don't like herbalism. I think I don't like it because I just don't see the big use of it. You know? It is hard because you got to go to Granite Falls. Yeah. We don't have to do herbalism. Finding all the plants. I think we did say I think we did say she would do seashells, but that's not really, thank you. That's not really like needed, you know? Gardening and fishing. And I say it doesn't have to be cooking because the first generation of Barbie had to max cooking. So that makes sense. Must live on a beach lot and only have tiny houses. Must live on a beach lot. Canning is undercooking. So for canning, we are going to do the farmer's market stall. That's what the farmer market stall is. Must bring Solani back to his environment. How do I do that in Solani though with the job? Complete the buried treasure collection. Agree with handiness. Let's look. Is there a thing where we can see the Sims for handiness? Let's say woodworking. Let's see what you get from it. Is there like a little guide that shows what you can make? The toilets, bathtubs, violins, children violins, guitars, camping mascot statue, dining chairs, large bear, lumberjack. See, this is what I'm talking about. The only thing she would use from handiness though is the garden planters and the pot. Everything else sucks. Yeah, I just don't know about hand. I mean, I think she will end up having the handiness skill. Handiness and woodworking will be cool if you want her to make her own furniture. Yeah, I'm down for that. I think that adds to us also not having to buy a whole bunch of stuff because we can just craft it ourselves. but I just don't see Breslin Lotus. Look at their mod. So oh, I think I remember this. You have to have all these pieces to make stuff. I think I remember seeing this mod before. You need like wood planks and all that kind of stuff. Pottery also does planters. Oh, pottery could be good because we haven't played with pottery yet. I just don't see. I do think the handiness is smart. I honestly want to see what we get in that new event because they're supposed to be giving us new woodworking recipes. Brazen has a forager mod. I think so. Walk with me, maybe some wellness stuff from Spa Day. Okay, let's look into that too. Yeah, I think pottery does have the planters. Not the mod. We just want, I want a pottery guide, I guess. I haven't played with pottery. So you can do ceramics and vases. You can make cake stands, candle holders. Level 5 is pottery and oil burners. 6, incense, gnome sculptures, repair broken ceramics, craft tea sets, craft raccoon vases. Okay, it must be in there somewhere. I haven't played with pottery at all yet. So, I mean, that can be a good hobby. It's natural. You know? I don't think it's something is a requirement. We could just say try to be as self-sufficient as possible, crafting your own furniture. We could just say those kind of things, but it doesn't have to be a requirement. So it must have the green fiend trait, must have the simple living and off the grid lot trait, max gardening and the fishing skill, must live on a beach lot with a tiny home, and we could say have a farmer's, because this could be a great way for them to make money, because if you think about it, they don't have a job or anything, so this would be a great way for them to make money. Farmers market stall on your property that opens every weekend. And then here we'll just say try to be as self-sufficient as possible. And then we could say like crafting your own furniture, canning foods, and I don't know, etc. This will just be like a little tip, you know? We'll just kind of keep that like in a little thing down here. So what do we think about this? Because I think I found this mini off the grid tub. It fits a shower and it works for toddlers and pets too, apparently. Might be good for tiny living or for a tiny bathroom. Yeah, like I think having a handiness skill will be good. I think having pottery as maybe a hobby or even things she sell at the farmer's market stall is a great idea. I think this is a good basis. Part of me does feel like we should try to restore Solani. I just don't know what that entails, and I don't want to take away from the self-sufficiency, because that's what I want this generation to be. It's like self-sufficient Barbie. I do like the idea of having community cookouts and stuff. I think that's cute. Can't you do that already? So we definitely want to do the green fiend trait, and then everything else is... Oh wait, I did say I wanted them to be a vegetarian. I should have made Blair a vegetarian. He doesn't have to be a vegetarian. I do think there is a community. Isn't there like a community potluck you can do? Or can you only do those on residential rental lots? Maybe fabrication to make candles. I think any crafting tool or table would be good. So fabrication will be good. Handiness will be good. Pottery will be good. Even jewelry making will be good. I think it's all good, you know? I'm not knocking it. I just don't know if it should be on our main prompt. That's all. You can start just by cleaning up the beaches and go from there. Okay, we're gonna test it while we're here. Let's also try this event. I want to see if there is... I want to see if there's, yeah, neighborhood potlucks. The Delightful Potluck event is all about sharing your favorite foods. So get together to showcase your culinary skills. Just prepare a delicious dish and invite, oh my God, and invite over your favorite guests. It'll be an incredible feast to remember. Yeah, see, this is cute. Like having the potlucks and stuff, giving back, having a whole bunch of produce and stuff, maybe the giveaway, or I think that's good. I do think the other stuff is good. I think Solani has a community lot by the beach, because I think in this save Blair is a teenager. Let me double check. I don't necessarily know if generation 4 is gonna start off with a teen. Honestly, don't know. But this could be something, once we decide who the heir is going to be or whatever, we can say like, hey, go, you know, when they spare time, they go to the beach and they clean up. So look, this is a beach. Let's go here. Let's see. Yeah, see, like some of the wellness stuff though in the game from Spade, it doesn't really have it's, I don't know, I feel like it's good, like yoga and meditation and stuff. Again, another hobby that I feel like this Barbie could do. Blair, please. I don't know if we want it to be on our main prompt though. Beach comb for trash. Because how do you get into cleaning up? How do you get into cleaning the beach without being in the conservation career? Because I don't want this to have a career. I want this generation to be a lot of like being on in their home on the land. Oh look, she got something green. Okay, so did we find more stuff? Girl, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Oh, she grieving still. Okay, let's beach comb for more trash. Cause is there a way you just clean up Solani? Or like, how does it work? I know sometimes there's just like trash on the beach. But like, look, here's the shell. Do you just clean up the trash? Oh, I think I have a mod for the notifications because it doesn't tell you. Solani has random potluck type of event. Oh yeah, I know. Instead of like a generic potluck, they have, it's called like island something, like an island gathering, I think. clean up Solani, you have to constantly clean up the trash and beach comb for trash. Once you reach level 3 of the career, you can start spraying invasive species. Fishing removes all toxic ones. See, yeah, we have to go through the job. I don't really want to go through the job though. Any other suggestions? I don't know. I'm just trying it out. If you play in the world and don't clean up the beach periodically, it will turn dirty on its own. There's floating trash piles in the water by the volcano, and yes, beach comb for trash. Yeah, I do remember seeing, like, why is my game lagging so bad? I don't see the point in talking to Neil anymore, but I guess I'll just put on a face. Girl, we understand, sis. Wait, who Ashes right here? Who died? Look, she even want to ask out Kato, child. Even in this. Into the sun. You can work from home with that career if you don't want the rabbit hole. But won't Blair having green things on her lot and like not best calling from the dead, but like also if she has green things on her lot, why is everybody calling us? Won't that help the environment too? You know what I'm saying? Blair, please. I just don't want to worry about maxing another career. I hated maxing a career. I'll do it for other series, but if we're making this one, if I got something to do with it, I don't want to max no rabbit hole career. She's so Solange coded. Confront the bad fishing guy or the litter. How I do that? Did they ever fix the Solani fishing? I heard that the Solani fishing was broken for a while, right? Is this still happening? Confront the bad fishing. I think I like what we have. If there's something else, we're gonna start with $0, right? So she would fish. It will boost the eco if you have certain items. Blair said, I'm not the eco Barbie D. No, for real. I'm just, oh, the mahi mahi. I'm just, Blair, we just tested, girl. She said, my child supposed to do this, D, not me. Why are we getting so much lag? I don't understand. They said they fixed it. What was wrong with it? It's still broken? What was wrong with... I haven't fished in Solani, so I wasn't aware of the bug. But what was going on with the bug? If y'all know. I remember when I used to fish, I used to find iPads and stuff, but I don't get that anymore. Was that a bug? When you used to fish up iPads and computers and stuff? So how should we do our farmers market? Will we just do tables? I mean, we could end up doing a small business, I guess. Where we just have like a stand. That could work. It won't let you fish. Oh, is it fixed then? Because I'm fishing right here. Or is it a certain area of the world where it won't let you fish? Oh. They're saying that you couldn't fish in Solani. So I guess it is fixed since I'm able to fish. No, I get tablets occasionally. Okay. I think it was only when I fished in Solani though. Like when I used to fish in Solani with Derek, he used to always get like tablets and stuff. I think it's when I was doing like season 2 or something. What's up here? I remember I was up here for a volcano for something. Oh, one of the lots. Okay. Okay, well, so far so good. Is there anything we feel like we need to add to our list? This is our prompt. She called the Eye of Solani. How much that worth? Ooh. Can we sell that at our thing? I guess we could do a stall for our farmers market, or we could actually have a small business, which is nice now. Blissful Kitty, hello, welcome in. Do y'all feel like we need to add anything else? Anything missing? Or anything that you guys really want to add? Like, do we really want to add those other skills? I guess we need to go home and see what you need for pottery and stuff like that. You know what? Let's try to play Blair. Let's go home. Let's try to play Blair off the grid. Let's see if it works. So let's go back to Blair's house. Everything in Blair's house requires electricity. That's another thing, y'all. I don't know if y'all have ever done off the grid, but there's like certain like furniture that they have labeled as off the grid compatible. Girl. If you do a stall, you can call it a traveling market. Oh, okay. Smart. I would love to have like a little stand or even like a little shack maybe that people come into. Okay, here, let's do this. I don't know if I can do it because I did SMB bills, but let's come over here to show bill information, go to home services, and let's remove all this stuff. Wait, can I put no cell phone on the lock? Okay, so let's do this. Let's try, y'all. Let's see if we could do it. I have confidence in us. Okay, so we want this to be off the grid. Wait, it didn't go off. I knew this was going to glitch out. D, what about them wearing mermaid clothes instead of being a mermaid? Y'all, baby, I don't want a mermaid. I think we should let it go. I don't want a mermaid. I don't want to do mermaids. I'm sorry. I just don't. Okay, off the grid. And then simple living. All right, here we go. Utilities off the grid. Objects that require power or water will not work unless you gather those things. Oh, we do live by water. Can I gather some? I think you only can gather from fishing spots. So, girl, how do we gather? Is there a fishing spot near here? Girl, we would try to do on off the grid at night. I didn't know these lit up. Okay. Period. Anything? Can I come down here? No. Girl, where's all the fishing spots? Can I gather water from here? See, we're not gonna have this problem at the beach because girl, we're gonna live on the water. There's no fishing spots over here. Ain't no way. What about over here? Oh wait, hold on. Wait, how come this got this little thing and I can't fish? Girl, don't live off the grid in Norhaven. It's a whole canal. Look how far I have to come. So we can gather water. Girl, we're gonna try, y'all. Gotta go away. We're gonna try to play off the grid. See how it works. Girl, stop eating. Did you gather water? Oh, she already gathered water. Okay, so now we got water. Now, let me show y'all some of the stuff. Hold on. I never knew that was an option that way. Oh, we need a bike. Oh my God, yes. Desperately gonna need a bike. So look, let me show you. If you come over here, let's just say the refrigerator, right? If you come over here and you go to off the grid, this shows you all of the things that's in the game. If you click this show all button, you can go here and all of these objects function off the grid. Okay, so we got candles, lights, all kinds of things that function off the grid. Of course, fireplaces, things like that. Let's first give my girl a bite because I just want to try and see. Okay, we got fish traps and we got all kinds of buckets and stuff. Oh goodness, sinks. There's sinks and toilets that work off the grid. You just gotta have those things. Now, if I go to appliances, there's only a certain amount of fridges that work off the grid. And right now, this fridge does not work off the grid. So I wonder if it still produces stuff. Oh, also, we don't have any power right now. So we could do this water collection tower by Ravishing. I absolutely love all these things. I think I also have a mod in my game to help generate more water and power, because without it, you will need like 80 million wind turbines and stuff. So let's get something for water. We're gonna do this little water thing, and then let's get this roof turbine. Okay, we just testing things. I want to see if she comes back. Did I get her the bike? I did. Here, let me put this in her inventory, because girl, bike here. Okay, look, so she generating power. It's nothing she got to do up here. Her daughter will live off the grid. Yes. This is collecting water for us. Reinforced container using eco parts. I don't know what that does. Okay, I need her to, oh, look at her in her helmet. Blair, you pedaling, girl. Girl, you need some turbo on this bike. I need you to speed up. Ain't she still slow on the bike? Oh, we here now. Okay. So now that we have this, she should be able to add the water. But I don't think, see, because this fridge isn't eco-friendly, or I shouldn't say eco-friendly, because we gathered water, but because it's not functioning off the grid, it doesn't work. So we need to delete this fridge and we need to get one of these fridges. Y'all, our fridge selection is low. Oh, girl, we might have to find us some CC. Okay, look, this got a pink fridge. Let's do this. This isn't eco-friendly. Let's find us a stove that works. Does this have a pink free? Oh, this got a pink stove. Okay. Let's see. So we should be able to add the ice in here now because it's off the grid. Girl, this is gonna be hard. Sister, pedal a little faster. And see, this house has so many things. This house has so many things that need energy. Look, she got her candles on. So now that we have ice, look how much is there. Fridge will now preserve food even without power until the ice melts. So I think now she can cook. I think she can. But look, power doesn't work off the grid. We only can make salad because we don't have any power for this. I thought this functioned off the grid though. Oh, cook off the grid. Fish on a stick. Dang, we can't make nothing. Y'all, this gonna be horrible. Pumpkin stew. Leaf wrap whole fish. Okay, girl, let's make this. We only can make leaf wrap whole fish. Girl, we're gonna be eating leaves. Oh no. Bagel's paws hurt. Oh Lord, Bagel. We're experimenting. Please, Bagel. Now the real question is, how can we need to see how much power we're generating. So this is what I don't understand. I've been thinking about getting rid of S&B bills again because I don't understand this. I had S&B bills installed because we was using the real estate mod, but now that we're not using it anymore, I might get rid of it. But right now I think we're making 9.8 a day, but we need 15 more, I think. I don't know. I don't understand this system. You have simple living on, so you need the ingredients. No, I know. But yeah, with SMB bills installed, I don't understand. I barely understand them in the regular game, but I think we want to store all these things. I think we're making 9.8 a day, but we still need 15 more to turn the lights on. I think. I could be wrong. Girl, I could be wrong. Right now she making her fish. She eating like a caveman. I'm so dead. Look, hot pot for one. Oh girl, no, that's gonna make us pay. But because we're gonna have the mod and stuff, she will be able to bake her bread. She can make dough and all these kind of things. But we just gotta make sure we have like the other things she'll need. Like for instance, for dough, I think she needs wheat, which we don't have. Flour and yeah, she needs, I said wheat. She needs flour, milk, or eggs. And we don't have those. Girl, I need me a milk plant. I want to be able to make milk from almonds or something. Oh, this off the grid household is generating a water surplus. Objects that use water will now fully work as long as there's more water. Okay, I guess that's because of this. We created water. Girl, she can go. Girl, stop woohooing. I think you hungry. Oh, she got to use the bathroom. See, obviously when we build our little beach shack for generation 4, we're not going to be using turn off utility usage. What does that do? This object will no longer consume utilities, and utility using interactions will not be fully available even if this household has a utility surplus. Oh, okay. So now can we use it? Or she could just turn off her toilet. How you turn off your toilet? Okay, so she can use the bathroom. Can I take a shower? I guess we can take showers because we're generating a water surplus. Ooh, when she catch those crabs and make her seafood boil, please. Those community spaces that come with eco lifestyle, you could turn into maker spaces or a marketplace. Yes, I am aware. Okay, Blair. Blair clearly wants to have her some personal time. But y'all, how we gonna get the lights on? Bagel, you might not want to be running around with your feet hurting. Yeah, I might take out S&B bills. So let me try buying more of those. Let me try buying more of these things. I just want to see, girl, we're going to struggle. Because, and then on top of that, y'all, these little things are so expensive. Granted, the roof ones don't break, but they're so expensive. Okay, so now let me check the bills. He just running his little feet red. Okay, so now we're making 29 a day. So we should cover the I think this is telling us how much we need a day. We need 15 and we're creating 29. So we should have enough. We just gotta wait. Okay, so let's wait and see if my theory is correct. I hope so. It's almost Blair's birthday. I'm aware. Just tuning in, thought we moved Blair into her forever home. What did I miss? This is a test save. We have created our prompt for generation 4 and we're just testing it with this old test save. Blair did move into her forever home. And tomorrow's episode will be a new episode of Blair. I'm just testing this stuff right now. No worries. Blair has moved into her forever home. Oh, I missed this. The fingers of Solani and the eyes of Solani. All right. We got to wait for the rest of the power to work. Wait, do we own the vet clinic in this? Oh, we do. We should take him there. But we this is a test scene. Test scene. Off the grid gonna be horrible, y'all. I'm already not. I'm not ready. Simmer Ezra, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so am I reading this wrong, y'all? What is this telling me? What is this telling? Y'all better take out S&B bills. I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. I can't. I barely understand the ones that come in the game. I know this is generating water. And I know that these are generating power. But that's it. That's all I know. Y'all, this gonna suck. Okay. Let's go through one more time. Is this everything we want to do for Generation 4? If you're just tuning in, don't forget to like the stream. 1. But 2, this is the prompt we have for Generation 4. Raised surrounded by animals, you've embraced not only pets, but all living things, including the environment. Generations before you have worked hard, so money was never a concern. But a wealthy lifestyle has left you feeling disconnected from the environment. Wanting to give back, you decide to use your trust fund to move to Solani and live off the land. So we must have the green fiend trait. We must have simple living and off the grid lot traits on. Max the gardening and fishing skill. Must live on a beach lot with a tiny home, or I should say in a tiny home. In a tiny home, and have a farmer's market stall on your property that opens every weekend. And then a little note is to try to be as self-sufficient as possible, creating your own furniture, canning food, etc. Good. So this is all about being self-sufficient. Blair being able to live a life of something that she created. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a hard one. And we will be starting with no money. So we're going to technically say she spends all of her money and she purchased the beach lot. And if she does have extra, we'll say she's donating it or she gave it away. But basically, she just wants to earn her living, earn her keep. And that's by being self-sufficient. So I wish there were beach lots in Sartosa because Sartosa is so pretty, y'all. I say Sartosa, but it's Tartosa. I really wish there were water lots in Tartosa. But don't worry, I'm going to get that new mod where it makes your sand a different color in Solani, and we're going to be in Tartosa, y'all. Don't you worry. I wonder what lot we should live on is the question. This is the lot I built. That's too big. We don't need that. This may not be a bad one. I don't think I've ever been here. Let's go here real quick. I've never been to that lot. I missed something. What's going on? We just created Generation 4, like the prompt for Generation 4, because we're not doing the original one. So we just came up with our own, and we're just kind of doing some testing right now. That's it. You haven't really missed anything. You haven't missed anything at all. Okay, so this is the lot. Ooh. See, I've never been to this lot before. This has y'all, this could be it. Imagine she could just come out here and gather water. Let's see their property lines. I was scared you scrapped the rest of season 3. No. I didn't scrap it. Oh, y'all, this is a nice size lot. It's a 40 by 30. Wait, this kind of big, but it don't feel big. I didn't even know this lot existed. Oh, y'all, this is nice. And I think this is the depth of water where you can swim. Girl, this is nice. I think this is perfect. Like, I honestly feel like this is perfect. I love this. I've never lived here. I haven't even been here. So I think this is great. Solar out here will be so smart, girl. Like, girl, look, we can come and gather us some water. Girl, stop putting this trash away on the floor. Yeah, this is perfect. Little private island. She said she used her trust fund, her inheritance. This is definitely giving it. Can we fish anywhere? Look, you can snorkel out here. She got a little snorkeling spot. Where's your nearest fishing spot from here? Oh, I want to download that mod so bad. Oh, look, we got like a little waterfall over this way. Can you not come over here? Oh, I think we're going through a last exception. Yeah, we are. Hurry up. Girl, this is the last exception. I know she mad. Imagine you working out during the last exception and you stuck. Dang, girl, that sucks. Blair just swinging. Ciao. Hurry up. There we go. All right. Okay. Now that we're finished with our last exception. It looks like the closest wait, can you just fish anywhere? No, you only can swim around. Closest fishing So this will be her house. Where's the closest fishing spot? All I know is we're gonna need us a, oh, it looks like it's over here. We're gonna need us a bike. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get some things to tone down the yellowness of Solani. Cause girl, it be getting me. It's gonna be a nice change of scenery, right? Fish traps, and can't you fish off a boat? Yes, I think you can fish off a boat. Let's see. So if I go here, transportation, I even have some CC boats. So if I tell her to ride around on this little boat, period. Oh girl, oh girl, oh girl, oh girl. I don't know if she can fish off this one. It might be the other one. Cause this is, okay, this is acting like a jet ski. So this wouldn't be the boat we would fish on. So I think you can fish off these boats, which is like the little canoes. Can you fish off this one? I don't know. Maybe if we got a little paddle boat, we can fish off that. Let's just try. These ain't, ooh, not this yacht. Okay, so we can't have a yacht. We can have a rubber boat. Okay, they got an even bigger yacht. Okay, we're gonna try all these different boats. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, girl, it's not gonna let me get it. If I'm not mistaken, these all should, why I can't get in this? Blair don't own this. Oh, I guess because she don't own it. I'm assuming this is one of the paddle boats she can use though. Come on, big boat, not the little, please. Sis was ready. Would you ever do the soul food challenge? You know what's funny about that? I just talked about that in my Discord last night. I do want to do the soul food challenge. I think if I do it, it will have to be a Twitch thing, because Barbie is my legacy I'm doing right now and I don't want to overwhelm myself. But it's so crazy that you asked that, because I was reading it last night and I was like, yo, soul food challenge is so dope. It looks so cool. It looks so good. It's basically a legacy challenge with keeping like Black people in mind. So it's like every generation is based off a soul food dish, and there's like, of course, like Barbie, there's different goals and things you have to do each generation, but it's just highlighted with Black culture. Like it looks so good. And it was written with that in mind. I love it. I want to try it out. I definitely want to try it out. You have to see it. Yes. It's on YouTube. You can Google it. It looks so cool. I think the first generation is red velvet cake. And they have like okra, a Bernie mac and cheese. Like, I think one of them is collard greens. Like the generations is so cool. Like I was looking through, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like I love that somebody created that. Like your mind, period. Your mind. Yeah, I can't test the fishing off the boats, but I know you can fish off the canoes. I do remember you being able to do that, unless I'm remembering Sims 3. But this is cool, y'all. We can have a whole bunch of plants and stuff. Like, girl, this could be it. We could do yoga and come over here and sunbathe. I could fuck up some collard greens right now. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. But y'all, I think what we have is so good. And I'm really excited for this. Really excited for Generation 4. So now we kind of know how Blair's, you know, children are going to be, or at least their heir, how this heir will be. And we have a good little inkling. I kind of wanted to get this done because then it's something I don't have to stress about. I've been trying to figure out, like, how am I going to do Generation 4? So I really did need to get this video kind of like done where we figure those things out. But yeah, I think that's a good little thing. I will go ahead and post this on Twitter for our alternate Generation 4 and what we're going to be doing. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited about it. I'm so thankful y'all was here to help me. Like, girl, yes. I do want to play Repo this week. I have to talk to the squad to see when we can squeeze in some Repo. We've been playing a lot of Stardew. I do want to play some Repo though. Where is Blair? What's she doing? Girl, why you over here cussing? What's the issue? All right, well, I think that is just about it. I want to go ahead and thank y'all so much for coming to the stream. This has been so much fun. I'm so happy we got this finished, and it's something I don't have to worry about anymore, because best believe I've been worrying. But thank y'all so much. I truly appreciate it. I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for coming to the stream, Twitch stream. We're going to be raiding soon, so make sure you stay for that. But thank y'all so much for all the love. I will see y'all real soon. Yes, yes, yes. Remember to stay beautiful, stay lovely, stay in our house, and have a grand day.